Hello everyone. Today we will continue with maths chapter number 4, basic geometrical ideas. We have completed 4.1. Now we will understand about curve. Now you may think that teacher, curve is something like this. Yes, you are right. Curve means any kind of lines, whether it is straight or not straight, and if you do it without lifting pen. For example, I am doing it right now in front of you. I have not lifted pen. This is called curve. So without lifting your pen, if you make any line, whether it is straight or non-straight, that's called curve. Okay, so please write in points to remember. You have to draw first. Point to remember, you have to draw these, and then suppose I am making straight. If you can see me, I have not lifted a pen. Okay. So that's both are called curved. Okay. Now the internal part is called interior of curve and the external part is called exterior of the curve. Okay. Here also interior and exterior. You have to draw it. Okay. But please see, you don't need to lift a pen. Pen lift કર્યા વગર draw કરવાનું છે. Okay. Now, when you finish drawing, if any point is outside the curve, that is called exterior point, and if any point is inside the curve, they are called interior point. Now, if any point is on boundary, then it is called on the boundary. Understood? So, if there is one point which is inside the curve, it is called interior point. When some point is exterior point, that means it is outside of the curve area, and if any point is on that particular line, it is called boundary, on the boundary, point on the boundary. Now, please write down, you have to write one define, you can say, or points to remember. Any drawing, straight or non-straight, done without lifting the pencil may called a curve. In this sense, line is also a curve. Okay. Now, second point is simple curve. What is simple curve? I will tell you. If there is no end, if a simple curve is that does not cross itself. For example, I am drawing it. You can see I am not crossing. I am not crossing it again. So that's called simple curve. Okay. So you can see, write down this, you can draw it or you can draw like this. See, I will draw you for you. You draw according to that only. Let's start with the smaller part of the curve. You can see, it is not crossing the line. એકબીજાને લાઈન ઇન્ટરસેક્ટ ક્યાંય થતી નથી. So that's called simple curve. Okay. Now you write down in this simple curve. A simple curve is one that does not cross itself. A simple curve is that which does not cross itself. You have to write it down in your notebook. Okay. Now we'll move on to non-simple curve. Okay, that is simple curve. Now non-simple curve. Okay. I hope you have finished this part. I am rubbing this part for you. Now non-simple curve. Now non-simple curve is opposite to the simple curve. That means it cross itself or it's joined itself. For example, that's non-simple curve. That means close curve. You can draw like that also. That is also non-simple curve. So the curve which cross itself, which join itself, it's called non-simple curve. This is also known as open curve. This is closed curve. This is also known as open curve. Open means they are not closed. Okay. And they are known as closed curves. Okay. So please write down after the define, or you can say the point of non-simple curve. A curve is said to be closed if its end points are joined. Okay, that means this is called closed curve. Please write down ED. D you have to write closed curve. So you have to write this. A curve is said to be closed if its end point are joined. Okay, that you have to write in the closed curve. Now, the fourth point you understand is polygon. Very interesting point, and this is very important point of this chapter. Polygon. Okay, I hope you have drawn these two. Please, if you didn't draw that, please pause the video and complete your work first. Now, what do you understand by polygon? Now, there are different types of polygon, children. Triangle, circle, triangle, square, rectangle. Okay. So, first of all, you need to write, you have to see the polygon. Okay. First, you have to draw the polygon. This is polygon. You have learned it in the class 5 about polygons. Okay. Now, this polygon is known as quadrilateral. And if I am giving this quadrilateral a name, suppose I am giving this quadrilateral PQRS. So, it is known as PQRS, quadrilateral PQRS. Okay, and if I am giving this is called pentagon. So, if I am giving name to this pentagon A, B, C, D, E, then this is known as pentagon A, B, C, D, E. Okay. So, we have here polygon, or you can say polygon. Here you can also write polygon PQRS. Please write polygon because we are not looking at the quadrilateral and that polygon PQRS, and this is polygon A, B, C, D, E. Okay, so both are called polygon. Polygon is the any figure having 3 or more than 3 sides. Okay. Polygon is the figure which has 3 or more than 3 sides. Okay. Now, here when you see the polygon, if I am joining 2 vertices of the polygon, here also if I am joining this vertices of the polygon, okay. So, this is how you have to join the vertices, and they are called diagonals. Okay. Now, before we move on to any further, you just complete this figure because I want to write down something after this figure. So, pause this video for 5 minutes and complete this figure first. So, children, we have polygon. So, in polygon PQRS, now I am telling you something very important. The side which has joined with the one vertex any side which joint with the one vertex is called adjacent side. Means adjacent એટલે બાજુ બાજુની. Okay. So the sides which are adjacent sides, or you sides adjacent side પછી જોઈ ખાલી sides. Okay, the first is sides. Which are the sides? These are the sides. So side PQ, that is line segment PQ, line segment QR, line segment RS and line segment PS or ST. Then if you say the vertex or vertices, so they are, vertices means point where you are joining points. So they are point P, point Q, point R and point S. And if you can see the diagonals are the lines which are joining two opposite sides. So if you can see the diagonals, it is diagonal PR or line segment PR and line segment QS. Okay, so these are some basic property or basic part of the polygon PQRS or the quadrilateral PQRS. Now we will move on to polygon ABCDE. So here also sides. So we have side AB, side CD, BC, side AB, side BC, side CD, side DE and side AE. There are 5 sides in this polygon: AB, BC, CD, DE, AE. Okay. Now if I will go to vertices. So vertices are the points, joining points or the corners. Okay. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 vertices. Point A, point B, point C, point D and point E. Okay. Now if I look into the diagonals, we have diagonals AC, okay. So AC, BD, then we have diagonal AD, okay. So AD, then we have diagonal BE and CE. So BE and CE. So when you join any two opposite vertices, they are the diagonals. Any two opposite, see, આ બધા opposite vertices. Opposite vertices means what? The vertices which did not join with any line segment. કોઈપણ બે vertices જે એક line segment થી join ના થયા હોય, they are called opposite vertices. Understand? તો હવે તમે pause this video અને આ બંને વસ્તુ તમારે લખવાની છે. You must draw all the figure with pencil and scale. Do not use the pen anywhere. અહીંયા પર તમે બને તો પેન્સિલથી લખી શકો છો. There is no issue. Okay, but do not use, and in the geometry we cannot use pen to draw anything. Okay, so pause this video for 5 minutes and complete this figure first. So now we need to write some of the important point of the polygon. That is on your screen. You have to write down that. So the first point of polygon is the line segments are called the sides of the polygon. The line segment which are joining two vertices is called the side of the polygon. Any two sides with one common endpoint are called adjacent sides. Any two sides with one common endpoint are called adjacent sides. The meeting point of a pair of a side is called vertex. Means the point with joining two line segment is called vertex. Now the fourth point is the endpoints of the same side are called adjacent point or adjacent vertices. Okay. Then last point, the line segment which joint any two non-adjacent point or vertices is known as diagonal. Okay, so these are the some properties of the polygon. You have to write it down. Okay, for example હું તમને ખાલી સિમ્પલ સમજાવી દઉં છું. આપણી પાસે એક લાઇન ABCD છે. આ તમારે કંઈ ડ્રો નથી કરવાનું. You just need to see. Okay, તો the line segment એટલે એક આ લાઇન સેગમેન્ટ છે અને એક આ લાઇન સેગમેન્ટ છે which joined by any one point or they are called adjacent side. એને શું કહેવાય? adjacent. ઓકે, અને જે પોઈન્ટ છે જેનાથી એ જોઈન થઈ છે ઇટ ઇઝ નોન એઝ વર્ટેક્સ. ઓકે, તો અહીંયા કેટલી વર્ટેક્સ છે? 4. ABCD 4 વર્ટાઇસીસ છે. ઓકે, વર્ટેક્સનું પ્લુરલ થાય છે વર્ટાઇસીસ. ઓકે, નાઉ if I am joining these two opposite vertices, this is known as diagonal. Okay, now these are called adjacent side and these point are called adjacent point. એટલે બાજુ બાજુમાં દેખાતા point adjacent point or adjacent vertex કહેવાય અને જે લાઇન સેગમેન્ટ સેમ પોઈન્ટથી જોઈન થઈ હોય એ બંનેને adjacent side થાય. Okay, so that's all you have to understand. Now next point is angle. Okay, so we'll move on to angle. Now તમે angle પણ ભણી ચૂક્યા છો 5th standard ની અંદર. Then also we are learning it, angle. Okay, now what is angle? Please write down. An angle is made up of two rays having one or same starting point or initial point. For example, આ એક ઇનિશિયલ પોઈન્ટ છે. મેં અહીંયાથી એક રે નીકાળ્યું અને એક અહીંયાથી રે નીકાળ્યું. આ ઇનિશિયલ પોઈન્ટનું નામ આપ્યું મેં O, આને આપ્યું P અને આને આપ્યું Q. ઓકે, સો this is called angle POQ. કારણ કે એનું એક જ સ્ટાર્ટિંગ પોઈન્ટ સેમ છે રેનું અને બંને રે ડિફરન્ટ ડિરેક્શનમાં નીકળે છે. સો દે આર કોલ્ડ POQ, angle POQ. Okay, so first you have to write this. An angle is made up of two rays having same starting point or initial point. Now you have to write example. So here you have to draw with the pencil this angle. Okay, when you draw this angle, you have to write down these two, OP and OQ. OQ is called arms of the angle. So OP, ray OP and ray OQ. Okay, is called arm of the angle. Please write down arms of the angle. Then vertex. Now it has only one vertex which is point O. Point O is called vertex. Okay, and the name of this angle can be given like this. Name of the angle is name of the angle is equal to, either you can say angle O, okay, either you can say angle POQ. Now listen children, O હંમેશા મિડલમાં આવશે. યાદ રાખજો, વર્ટેક્સ જે છે એંગલની અંદર વર્ટેક્સ છે હંમેશા મિડલમાં આવે. ઓકે, સો POQ તમે એમ ના લખી શકો QPO કે PQO, કારણ કે અહીંયા કોઈ એંગલ બનતો જ નથી, એંગલ આમ બને છે. તો યુ હેવ ટુ રાઇટ POQ or you can write angle QOP. ઊંધું લખી શકો QOP, પણ તમે QPO કે એવી રીતે લખી ના શકો. ઓકે, OPQ એવી રીતે ના લખી શકો એંગલ. સો એંગલની અંદર યાદ રાખજો, when you are giving name to the angle, the vertex must be in the middle. એ વચ્ચે જ હોવું જોઈએ, બંને પોઈન્ટની વચ્ચે હોવું જોઈએ. સો ધીસ યુ હેવ ટુ રાઇટ બાય પોઝિંગ ધ વિડીયો. ઓકે, નાઉ આફ્ટર ધીસ you need to write one line or some point of the angle. First point is two rays OP and OQ make an angle. I'll write it down for you here. Okay, two rays, okay, OP and OQ make the angle POQ, or in bracket you can write or, also called angle QOP. Okay, first point. Second point you write the angle divides the surface into three division of region called exterior of the angle, interior of the angle, and on the angle. That's you have to write it down. So you can pause for some time and complete this point. Now we move on to exercise 4.2. Okay, in that question number 1 we have to do in the textbook itself. So we'll see first question number 1. Classify the following curves as open or closed. હવે મેં તમને સિમ્પલ સમજાવ્યું છે કે ઓપન કર્વ એટલે જે એકબીજાને મળતા ના હોય. એટલે અહીંયા આગળ તમે આ જુઓ તો ધીસ ઇઝ કોલ્ડ ઓપન કર્વ બીકોઝ ઇટ ઇઝ નોટ જોઇનિંગ. ઓકે, સો ઓપન કર્વ્સ આર નોટ જોઇનિંગ ઓર એ ક્લોઝ ના હોય. ઓકે, સો ફર્સ્ટ કર્વ યુ આર સીઈંગ હિયર ઇઝ અ ઓપન કર્વ. Okay, so you have to write there open. Then the second curve is a closed curve. It is like this. So it is joining from here and here. So it is closed curve. Okay. Now the third curve you can see it is not joined. So it is known as open. So you have to write there open. Okay. So first is open, second is closed, third is open. Okay. Now fourth you can see in the picture. It is a triangle. So triangle is a closed figure. So you can write closed. Closed chair, joint chair, badha ena point. Now fifth one is again closed because it is quadrilateral. So you write closed. So here we have open, two open and others are closed figures. Now we'll move on to the question number 2. Question number 2 is draw rough diagram of to illustrate the following. First is open curve. So you can draw anything like હું અહીંયા draw કરું open curve એટલે they are not joined. તો કંઈ બી draw કર દો. So that's open curve and second is closed curve. So you can draw anything in closed curve. This is also closed curve. So open and closed. થઈ ગયું. Now question number 3. Question number 3 is draw any polygon and shade its interior. Shade એટલે interior part shade કરવાનો છે. So if I am drawing any polygon, I am drawing hexagon or a pentagon. Let me draw hexagon. You know hexagon, right? Those it is having 6 sides. Okay. So it is hexagon and you have to shade interior part. So you do it like this in the interior. You can shade it by any other pencil color. So that's your interior. Okay. So that's all. Like you have to show, you draw hexagon and then shade it interior. So that's the interior part of the hexagon. Now question number 4. It is very quick because this 4.2 is nothing. You have to just draw a rough sketches. So open close curve એટલે જે જોઈન્ટ ના થતું હોય એન્ડ પોઈન્ટ્સ, અહીંયા જોઈન્ટ થાય છે એટલે આ ક્લોઝ થઈ ગયું. આ એક પોલિગોન છે જેનું શેડ ઇન્ટિરિયર મેં શેડ કર્યું છે. ઓકે, ધીસ ઇઝ ઇન્ટિરિયર. હવે ક્વેશ્ચન નંબર 4 આપણે આવ્યા. સો ક્વેશ્ચન નંબર 4 ઇઝ consider the given figure. It is figure is given to you. Consider a given figure and answer the question. Is it curved or closed? So it is closed figure. So you have to tick on B that it is closed figure. Is it curved? No. It is not curved because it is straight. આમ straight છે બધી જગ્યાએ, તો curved નથી, closed figure છે. So first A નો આન્સર આવશે no, sorry yes આવશે, sorry. I'm so sorry children. It is curved, yes, closed curve. So yes, and B નો આન્સર પણ yes આવશે. So in question 4, A and B both answer is yes. First is it a curve? Yes, it is a curve because you cannot lift a pen. You do not need to lift a pencil. And second is it closed? Yes, it is closed. So A and B both answer is yes. Okay. Now last question number 5. I hope you have finished this. This you have to do in the textbook or sorry in the notebook. Okay, so finish it and then we'll move on to the question number 5. Now question number 5 is illustrate if possible each one of the following with a rough diagram. First of all, a closed figure that is not a polygon. એટલે ફિગર ડ્રો કરવાની છે ક્લોઝ, પણ એ પોલિગોન એટલે કર્વડ ફિગર ડ્રો કરવાની છે, સ્ટ્રેટ લાઇનવાળી ફિગર ડ્રો નથી કરવાની. સો ફર્સ્ટ યુ હેવ ટુ ડ્રો લાઇક ધીસ. This is closed figure which do not have any straight line. Okay, so you have to write down the heading and then you draw this. Then in B you have to write down the heading that is open curve made entirely made up of line segment. It should be open curve. Open એટલે it is not closed. બરાબર, એટલે ક્યાંય જોઈન થતું નથી અને લાઇન સેગમેન્ટથી ડ્રો થવું જોઈએ. This is all line segment you can see and they are not joining with each other. So that's the B and C. Now a polygon with 2 sides. કોઈ પણ પોલિગોન 2 સાઇડ્સનો પોલિગોન ના બને કારણ કે it should be closed figure. Polygon is a closed figure અને બે સાઇડથી કોઈ દિવસ closed figure draw કરાય નહીં. So you have to write not possible. It is not possible children to draw a polygon with 2 sides only. See, I am telling you, જો આને પોલિગોન બને ના બને because તમારે ત્રીજી સાઈડ જોઈએ જ એને જોઈન કરવા માટે. સો દેટ્સ ધ નોટ પોસિબલ થિંગ. So that's all in exercise 4.2. Now we move on to the exercise 4.3. Okay, please complete this and write down exercise 4.3 as a heading. Now we move on to exercise 4.3. In that question number 1, it is written, name the angles of the given figure. Now there is one figure is given to you. I am drawing that figure for you. It is somewhat like this. You also draw if possible, and the figure is angle, it is ABCD. Okay. Now you have to find out angles in this. So this is first angle. So I am writing here angle A. First angle is angle A, or I can write angle DAB. Angle DAB. This is my first angle. Then second angle is this. So angle B, or I can write angle ABC. Angle ABC. Angle ABC. Then I have this angle C. So it is third angle, angle C, or you can write angle BCD. Okay, both angles. And the fourth angle is angle D. So I can write angle D, or I can write angle CDA. So CDA. Okay. So this is question number 1. Now we will move on to question number 2. And the question number 2 is, in the given diagram, name the point. Okay. Now please draw the diagram given in this. There is an angle given to you. Okay. And then there is one more ray is in between the angle. Okay. Then there is here C. Please draw from looking at your book. Okay, book mathi joine draw kari do please. Sorry, it is F. I am so sorry, it is F. This is B. This is E. Then there is A. Then last one is angle point D here. Okay. So this is the figure. Please draw the figure in your text notebook. Okay, and then we will move on to the question. Now in that A is given to you. What is A? Points which are in the interior of angle DOE. So angle DOE is this, and any interior ma kayo angle che? Angle or kaya point છે? Point A. So please write down point A. Okay. પહેલાનો આન્સર લખશો point A. Please write whole question and then write the answer. Do not just copy down the answer from my board. Okay. પહેલા આખું question લખશો અને then you copy the answer. Okay. Then we have points which is in the exterior of EOF. So any exterior માં કયો point છે? એક તો આ point છે, that is point C. Then we have another point which is point D. Okay. And then we have another point which is point A. Okay. And then we have point C is there. So that is point C, point D and point A. Point D, point A and a point C. એ આ એંગલની બહારના એંગલ્સ, બહારના પોઈન્ટ્સ છે. ઓકે. નાઉ પોઈન્ટ, હવે બહારના એટલે જો આ EOFની અંદર કોઈ પોઈન્ટ્સ નથી. આ બહાર પોઈન્ટ છે, આ પણ એની બહારનો પોઈન્ટ છે પોઈન્ટ A, અને આ જે પોઈન્ટ છે D એ પણ એની બહારનો પોઈન્ટ છે. આ એરિયાની અંદરનો જે પોઈન્ટ હોય ને એને ઇન્ટિરિયર કહેવાય, અને આ એરિયાની બહારનો જે પોઈન્ટ હોય એને એક્સટિરિયર પોઈન્ટ કહેવાય. સો that is answer of B. Now C. on angle EOF. EOF ની ઉપર કયા છે? સો એંગલ E of F ની ઉપર એક જ પોઈન્ટ છે which is point B. બરાબર, આ EOF આ ત્રણ તો એના એંગલના પોઈન્ટ છે, B છે on the angle છે. Okay, so this is how you have to write answer for question number 2. Now we'll move on to question number 3. Now this question is very tricky children. So પહેલા તમે શાંતિથી જોજો. Don't read it for writing. Just see first. I will give you time for writing. Okay. So pause this video and complete this work. Then we'll move on to question number 3. Now when you see question number 3 of 4.3. Now in that you don't need to write it down children. Please hamna rakhwani utawad na karta. Just see. Okay. So first is draw a rough diagram of two angles such that they have. Okay. So first it is one point in common. તો બે એંગલ એવા ડ્રો કરવાના છે જેનો એક પોઈન્ટ કોમન હોય, સિવાય કે વર્ટેક્સ. વર્ટેક્સ એ પોઈન્ટ નથી ચિલ્ડ્રન, વર્ટેક્સ ઇઝ અ વર્ટેક્સ. ઓકે, ઇટ ઇઝ અ ઓરિજિનલ પોઈન્ટ, સો ઇટ ઇઝ નોટ કોમન. તો આપણે આ રીતે બે એંગલ ડ્રો કરી શકો તમે. સી તો અંદર અહીંયા આગાડી ઇન એંગલ AOB and angle BOC. Okay. Or you can write in angle AOB and angle have point B in common. હું તમને સમજાવું કેવી રીતે. સો એંગલ AOB આ એક એંગલ થયો, એંગલ BOC આ બીજો એંગલ થયો, અને એ બંને વચ્ચેનો કોમન પોઈન્ટ છે આ B. ખબર પડી? આને કોમન પોઈન્ટ ના કહેવાય ચિલ્ડ્રન. ધીસ ઇઝ vertex, that is called vertex, so it is not point. Okay. Now second B is two points in common. This is very important children. તમને સમજ ના પડે તો પ્લીઝ ફરીવાર આ જોઈ લેજો વિડીયો, because that's very important. Now there are two angles which has 2 points common. So suppose I am drawing one angle is here and another angle I am drawing like this. Now I am drawing like this, I will tell you. First I am drawing point A, O and D. Okay. And if I am drawing B and C. Okay. And this is suppose E. Okay. Now listen to me. If I am drawing like this, I have 2 points in common. આ એંગલમાં પણ આ બે પોઈન્ટ છે અને આ એંગલમાં પણ આ બે પોઈન્ટ છે. So you can write angle AOD and angle BEC has point B and point C in common. Yaad rakhjo children, because this can be asked in the examination. So whenever I have to have 2 points in common, so 2 points means એક એંગલ ની ઉપર બીજો એંગલ એવી રીતે ડ્રો કરવાનો so that 2 points common નીકળે. Okay, so this you pause the video and complete this first. Okay, now you have C, 3 points in common. જુઓ ચિલ્ડ્રન, તમે 2 point ની અંદર એક આમ કરો, રાઈટ? હવે 3 point in common માં એક તમે આમ ડ્રો કરો એંગલ, અને એક એંગલ એવી રીતે ડ્રો કરો કે એક અહીંયા પોઈન્ટ આવે, એક અહીંયા આવે અને એક અહીંયા આવે. ઓકે, સો ઇફ આઈ એમ ડ્રોઈંગ એંગલ PQR, and if I am drawing, this is suppose L, point L, M, O and a N, or okay, let's R is there only, so R. So you can see L, M and R, આ ત્રણ પોઈન્ટ છે, આ બે એંગલના કોમન પોઈન્ટ્સ કહેવાય. કેવી રીતે? એક અહીંયા ક્રોસ કરે છે, આ આમને ક્રોસ કરે છે, અને બીજો જે છે પોઈન્ટ, બીજા બે પોઈન્ટ છે આ આમને ક્રોસ કરે છે. ઓકે, સો યુ ડ્રો ઇટ લાઈક ધીસ એન્ડ રાઇટ ડાઉન in, or you can say angle PQR and angle LOR, okay, have point L, point N and point R in common. જો તમે જોઈ શકો છો, અહીંયા point L છે, અહીંયા point M છે, sorry, L નથી, M છે, I'm so sorry, it is M. Okay, so point L, M and R in common. Now we'll move on to D. So I'm writing D over here, children. Okay, તમારું થોડું ટાઈમ પેલો થઈ જાય. D I am writing here. 4 points in common. So now બે એંગલ અને 4 points common. Very easy, children. I'm writing it and then copy it. So 4 point common કેવી રીતે કરાય? જેમ અહીંયા આપણે 3 point common કર્યા છે, અહીંયા 4 point, તો એક આમ એંગલ ડ્રો કરો અને એક આમ એંગલ ડ્રો કરો. બરાબર? So I'm drawing it in a very good manner. Please see over here. One angle is this, and if I'm drawing this angle, I will give the name. Suppose I'm giving this name D E F, then I'm putting 2 point. આવી રીતે એક એંગલ ડ્રો કરું છું, તો વધારે સારું બને. Okay, so angle, હવે અહીંયા એક A મૂકી દઈએ, બરાબર છે? then અહીંયા આપણે અહીંયા મૂકીએ છીએ B. Okay, and I'm putting here, or I'm putting here B, I'm putting here C, and I'm putting here C. Don't draw right now, please. Do A B C, A B D E. Okay, so this is how 4 points in angle EOF and angle ACE. ACE have जो angle A, point A, point B, point D and a point E. So point A, point B, point D and point E. See over here, I'm so sorry, if I have covered sorry, if I have covered the part. See, I have drawn two angle EOF and angle ACE. Okay, and in these two angle we have 4 points common. Angle point A, point B, point D and point E. Okay, so તમે આ રીતે જ્યારે તમે કોઈ angle draw કરો, then you will get 4 points in common. So you can write like this. Okay, સો અહીંયા તમે જુઓ છો ખાલી 3 પોઈન્ટ કોમન છે, અહીંયા 1 2 3 ને 4 પોઈન્ટ કોમન છે. So you can pause the video and complete this, and we now move on to the last question of this exercise, and then we will finish it. Okay. Now last part of the exercise, and then we will finish. Okay. One ray in common. એ તો બહુ જ ઇઝી છે. એક અહીંયા રે એડ કરી દો. ઓકે, જે ફર્સ્ટ હતું એ જ રીતનું. ઓકે, પ્લીઝ યુઝ પેન્સિલ એન્ડ સ્કેલ. હા ચિલ્ડ્રન, મારી જેમ નહીં કરતા. I have scale but I am not using it, but you need to use it. Okay, fine. This is one ray in common, so you can write like this: angle MON અને અહીંયા L. So MOLOM and LON. Okay, so in angle LOM and in angle LON, okay, ray OA is common. Have ray OL in common. એનો મતલબ છે કે એંગલ MON અને LON માં OL રે જે છે એ કોમન છે. ઓકે, that's all for today's session. Please complete your work and then you can close it. Thank you so much.